Hey guys, what's up? I know I've been gone for a really long time, but I'm back just in time for Halloween. I hope you guys like this colorful skull makeup that I did. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. I'm starting off with the Makeup Forever cream colors to start off as my base. These are super pigmented and easy to blend together without a problem. I mixed these with white just to lighten up the color a bit. So I'm starting off with the blue and I'm just stippling that around my face and then going through each color. And then I'm setting my face with the NYX Cosmetics Translucent Setting Powder. And then I'm taking the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean for my eye sockets. This is going to act just as my base. And after, I'm simply using a black eyeshadow all around the socket. I'm not touching the lid because I'm putting something else there. On the eyelid, I'm going to be using the shade Slave to Pink. It's a super shock eyeshadow from ColorPop. And depending on what base you put it on, it really stands out, especially on the black. And also on the inner corner, another ColorPop eyeshadow. This is the shade Liberty. It's really going to make that inner corner pop. Alright, and now I'm jumping back to the face. I do that a lot when I do makeup. I always go from place to place, but it's all good. I felt that the base was missing a little something, so I'm using water-activated face paints and a sea sponge just to give it a bit more color and texture. And I'm adding even more color. This time I'm using a bunch of colorful eyeshadows from the Morphe 35B palette. This is just going to add a little extra punch of color to the look. You don't have to do it, but it definitely adds a little bit more something. And now I'm going to start with the black. Very simple. I'm just filling the nose with some black face paint. Alright, so I did half of my face so you guys can pretty much see what it's going to look like, and then you try your best to make it symmetrical on the other side. I pretty much start off drawing the lines of the jawbone, the temple, and then we're going to go fill it in and start the shading. I'm also adding some little details, little cracks and stuff like that. It's definitely hard to explain. I kind of remove a bit of product off of my brush. That way it's not super saturated with product. And where I want the crack to be the deepest is where I'll press a little harder. And as the crack is getting smaller, I'm putting less pressure on my brush and kind of flicking it out. If that makes sense, that's kind of how I do my cracks. It's really hard to explain and to show the amount of pressure you're putting on video, but yeah, I hope you get the point. Alright, so for this next step, you can pretty much see what I'm doing. I kind of have a hard time explaining this, but you can see I'm leaving a little gap open for a highlight. This is what brings dimension to the whole look. Shadowing and highlight. So I'm leaving a little gap for a highlight, and that's what's going to make everything look deeper and come out forward. Next, to fill in the teeth, it's actually really quite simple. As you can see, I'm using the perfect size brush, and all I'm doing is pressing and dragging, and there you go. You have a set of teeth. They do not have to be symmetrical at all. I mean, most people's teeth are not, so just have fun with it. This is probably the most tedious part, in my opinion, is filling in between the teeth. It's pretty simple as well. This is what really gonna make the look come together as well. So yeah, I pretty much fill them in. I add some cracks, I add some more details, and for the bottom teeth, I also do like to drag down the lines a bit just to make it look like that's where the roots were, if that makes sense, but you can do them however you like. And here is actually really what's going to make everything pop, adding the highlight. So I'm just using white face paint and I'm highlighting all of those gaps that we left open. I'm also highlighting some of the cracks. It's pretty simple. You add it where you want, but also where there's a shadow. It's really going to make everything pop. And I'm also adding some little dots to add more texture and more highlight throughout the face. Of course, don't forget to add some glitter. It brings even more dimension to the look. This is Star Crush Minerals Black Cherry Glitter. I, of course, added mascara. I threw on a wig, and here you go. You got a pretty colorful, creepy skull for Halloween. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll see you in the next one.